Good morning, children. I hope you have watched the first video on the revision of compound interest. Children, in this video, we will solve the problems using formula. Let us see how to calculate the compound interest using formula. So, formula for compound interest, which can be written as CI, can easily be calculated by the following formula. Here you see formula A is equal to P the whole into 1 plus R by 100 to the power N. Here A is the final amount, P is the principal, R is the rate of interest compounded yearly, and N is the number of years. And CI, interest, as we know, it is equal to amount minus principal. So here value of A is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power N minus P. A minus P it is, therefore it is equal to P. If we take common, within bracket we have 1 plus R by 100 to the power N minus 1. So using these two formula, we can easily calculate the amount and compound interest. In solving problems on compound interest, we must remember the following things. First, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole to the power N, and CA is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power N minus 1, where A is amount, P is principal, and R is the rate of interest per conversion period, and N is the number of conversion periods. Second point, when the rate of interest for the successive fixed periods are R1%, R2%, R3%, then amount A is given by A is equal to P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into R1 plus R3 by 100, and so on. Third point, simple interest and compound interest are equal for the first conversion period on the sum and at the same rate. Fourth point, compound interest of second conversion period is more than the compound interest of first conversion period, and compound interest of second conversion period minus compound interest of first conversion period is equal to simple interest of the first conversion period. Next point, compound interest for the nth conversion period is equal to amount after n conversion periods minus amount after n minus 1 conversion periods. Means compound interest for fifth conversion period will be amount after fifth conversion period minus amount after fourth conversion period. Next point, when total time is not complete number of conversion periods, we consider simple interest for the last partial period. For example, if 2 years 5 months and the interest is R% per annum compounded annually, then A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole square into 1 plus 5 by 12 R by 100. In this way we can calculate. Now let us discuss some important question of examples. So example 3. Calculate the interest earned and the amount due if the sum of rupees 15,000 is invested for 1.5 years at 8% per annum. Compound interest. Interest being compounded semi-annually. So since the rate of interest is 8% per annum, therefore the rate of interest per conversion period, that is half yearly, will be 4%, half of annually. Now as the money is invested for 1.5 years, therefore 1.5 years, and it is compounded half yearly, so in 1.5 years there will be 3 half years, therefore the number of conversion period will be 3. Now amount is equal to principal into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. Applying the formula to find the amount, And on substituting the values, we have rupees 15,000 into 1 plus 4 by 100 to the power 3, that is 15,000 into 26 by 25. On calculating this, we get, so 15,000 into 26 by 25, 3 times multiply it. On calculating, we are getting the value as rupees 16,872.96. Therefore, interest earned will be amount minus principal, that is rupees 16,872.96 minus 15,000 is equal to rupees 1,872.96. Now let us see one more example, example 24. On a certain sum of money, the difference between the compound interest for a year payable half yearly and the simple interest for a year is rupees 180, then find the sum lent out. The rate of interest in both the cases is 10%. So here principal is not given, so let the principal be x. Therefore simple interest for 1 year at 10% will be x into 10 into 1 by 100, that is rupees x by 10. Now rate of interest per conversion period means half yearly if it is calculated, therefore 1 by 2 into 10%, 5%, and the number of conversion periods will be 2, because in 1 year there are 2 half years, so number of conversion period 2. Now compound interest, using the formula we have p into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. So here p value is x, r 5, value of n is 2. So on substituting the value, we are getting it is equal to rupees x into 21 by 20 into 21 by 20 minus 1. So it's equal to rupees 41 by 400 into x. Now we have compound interest minus simple interest is equal to rupees 41 by 400 into x minus rupees x by 10. It is equal to rupees x by 400. Now according to given information, we have difference between the compound interest and simple interest is rupees 80. Therefore we have x by 400 is equal to rupees 180. Therefore x is equal to 72,000. On multiplying 180 with 400 we get, therefore the total sum lent out is equal to rupees 72,000, which is the principal.